right, do you love spicy foods?
Yes.
Do you crave French fries, ice cream?
Yep.
We're going to tell you how your food cravings can be predictors of your emotional state when we come back. All right, eating because you're depressed is one of the main reasons for overeating. And what you choose to eat can lead you to understand what's wrong in your life and maybe how to fix it. So here to tell us more with her book, Chakra Foods for Optimum Health, we welcome Dr. Deanna Minich. Good to have you with us.
Nice to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
This is really an interesting discussion about the foods that you're attracted to or that you eat when you're maybe feeling a little low. Says something about what we need to do and what we need to change, right?
It does, and food is symbolic. So if we look at what foods you're drawn to, that probably says something more symbolic about what's going on in your life.
Well, let's break it down. Let's break it down. Let's start with sweets.
Yep.
Okay.
We see the donuts.
This to me, if you're craving sweets all the time and eating them, that you're a very balanced, content person.
Quite the opposite.
Oh, really? Okay. All right.
Is that because that's the food? Those are the foods you're interested in?
In fact, most of the people complain to me about sweet cravings, especially women. So when I ask them what's going on in their lives, they tell me, oh, I've got this long to-do list that doesn't seem to go away. I've got kids. I'm working. I have no time for myself. And so if we can find time for ourselves, we may not be looking for the sweetness and the joy from foods.
Is it? Oh, really? It's just a comfort thing.
It's comfort, and if you look at these foods, so a lot of them are just saccharine. They're just overly sweet, so they're imparting that quality to us. They're filling that gap, that need that we're looking for. So
it's that literal sweetness because we're lacking self-love, if you will?
We're lacking fun. We're lacking joy, and so we want something sweet on the tongue. Even if it's for a couple of moments.
So what do you suggest? If we have sweet cravings, what should we do? Pick out things that are artificially sweetened, or?
Well, first of all, is to become aware that you're even having a craving.
Okay.
Most people don't even realize that they're craving something. They just see it as, oh, I need to have something sweet. So identify the craving, look for alternatives. So maybe something that's less sweet or more naturally sweet, like a piece of fruit, would be great.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, spicy foods.
Spicy foods.
Spicy. So these are for people that are looking for action. These are the go-getters. These are adventurous people, but they're not getting adventure in their lives. They're really bored.
That if they had the opportunity, they go rock climbing. They
go rock climbing, they go traveling to foreign countries, they'd be watching action movies, and instead they're pouring on the hot sauce. They're asking for 5 stars at the Thai restaurant.
Oh, wow. I don't know how you survive.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
They need a kick, and so this gives them the spice they need.
Are these universally true all the time, or can you go from spicy to sweet because of your mood?
You can go all over the place, just like our emotions do. It's very transparent, so we move from one to the next.
Is there a downside to too much spice? I mean,
yeah, I was going to say, because there's a downside to sweets, but...
Too much sweet. Well, you know, it could impact the digestive tract. You know, the stomach could get irritated from too much spice, and over time it could be very irritating.
Okay.
All right.
And next, I'm guessing we have salty.
Salty, and these are foods that people are drawn to when they're really stressed, when they need to just chill out, go with the flow, and relax. They go to salty foods. These are the type A people. And if you think about it, salt is like a magnet for water. So when we want more water, more flow in our lives, these are the foods that we're drawn to. But the problem is that when we have too much, it can actually increase our blood pressure.
Yeah, I was going to say, because... yeah, you add more salt, you increase the blood pressure.
Right, so we've taken that to the next extreme then, yeah.
I find it interesting that type A personalities are drawn to salty foods.
Yes.
What is it satisfying for them?
It's giving them that feeling
flow,
of relaxation, to open up. Yes, because it opens up your blood vessels.
Oh, interesting.
So the salt attracts the water that it creates an expansion in your blood vessels, and then you get this feeling of relaxation. When really these folks need to be deep breathing, they need to be meditating, taking a walk, reading a nice book.
If you find yourself always craving salty foods, that's the time to maybe just take 5 minutes for yourself, relax.
Just step back and relax, take a nice hot bath.
Interesting. All right.
Okay.
Caffeine.
Caffeine.
Every morning TV show host's friend. Caffeine.
Especially in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this is for people that are mentally exhausted. They want to keep on track. They want to keep mentally sharp. They need a jolt, and they need to perform. And so they rely on caffeine and energy drinks to do that.
And so are you saying then, people, if you're naturally drawn to caffeine, that you just got to work on not drinking the caffeine?
Or tailoring it down. So maybe instead of a full-blown cappuccino or espresso, maybe transitioning to green tea. But then looking at the real reason as to why do you have that caffeine craving? Why are you mentally exhausted? Do you need more sleep? Do you need to have more downtime, less thinking time? So pulling that all into balance.
Yeah,
Okay.
Great point. All right, crunchy foods.
food, yeah.
Crunchy foods are
Crunchy.
fun. They're
It's
just
like
fun.
crunchy and salty all in one.
They are, yes, and very different than the others because the others are about taste and this is about texture. And so every time you hear a crunch, it's like somebody saying, I need attention. Look at me. Notice me. So this is about a call to action. This is about getting some form of acknowledgement. It can also be about anger, so wanting to snap at somebody but not feeling comfortable to do that. So if you see somebody chomping on potato chips, they could be very stressed, very angry, or they just need a pat on the back.
Okay,
Really?
quickly.
Could it just be salty?
Well, the salt, too, is
Yeah.
a factor. It kind of depends on how you're eating those things. So a combination of, yes, needing some relaxation and also probably needing some stress relief from that anger that they have built up.
We want to tell folks we're going to put the information on our website at k2.com. Thank you so much.
Fascinating.
Thanks for having me. This has been great.
I think I'm just going to fast.